There are a number of ways in which panic can start. So the most common way is that there's a build-up of stress over time, and of course we all have bad lifestyles, we don't exercise, we eat and drink the wrong things, and we're all stressed. So why do certain people have panic and not others? And the other part here would be the genetic vulnerability. So we've all got a genetic vulnerability to something. So if yours is to anxiety disorders, and on top of that you have a lot of stress, bad lifestyle, etc., over a period of time, your base adrenaline levels go up. And sooner or later you're going to have a final straw event. So for example, you're driving along in the traffic and maybe somebody almost drives into the back of you. Or it could be something small, like you've been out the night before, maybe drank or ate the wrong things, and you're feeling a bit dehydrated, so you're not feeling so good. So over time, your adrenaline levels have built up, and you're at about 9 out of 10. And this small random thing pushes you over the edge. And suddenly you start to get these symptoms out of the blue. Your heart's going too quickly, you're sweating, then you're cold, you can't breathe, your chest is tight, your stomach is going like this, out of the blue for no actual trigger. So this is how the first panic attack happens, that there's been that build-up of adrenaline. In vulnerable people, we've got the genetic vulnerability and final random event. The other way it can happen as well, and this is sometimes more abruptly, and we're not sure how much the genetics would play a role here, but I would suspect still quite a role, would be if, for example, you've been out to a restaurant and you have a piece of fish, say, and it doesn't agree with you, and you suddenly get these weird symptoms out of nowhere. If you're somebody who tends to be anxious, you're probably going to think the worst, and you're going to be thinking, I'm dying, this is very bad, and you almost misinterpreting that there's this fish reaction, but then it becomes a panic attack. This is a threat, this is a threat. And then after that, you don't just let it go. You don't want to go back to those restaurants, you don't want to eat fish, you don't want to eat anything that could cause some kind of reaction. Now, then you know that there's an anxiety process going on. And then if you are exposed to, say, fish or something like that, then you will have a panic reaction.